Leo, it's your girl Merch, the Big Body Vince. Run tell them, the Big Body High Priestess, somebody come see this. I popped in and do your reading for the month of June, Leo. You popped out again first. The last round of readings I did, you came out first too. I feel like you're putting yourself first. You need to, you have to, for your own peace of mind, your own sanity. You're having to figure out what it is that you want to do, where you're going. Having on the unexplored territory, uncharted territory. You've never been here before. You've never done this before, Leo. You've never done what you're about to do. Some of you are getting back to working with people. You've been working by yourself. Somehow you've been in hermit mode. You've been isolating yourself. You've been on vacation. Someone's been on vacation. Scorpio, they just keep saying Scorpio to me, so Scorpio is in the mix. I mean, my Scorpio mother's in the room, so I know I'm picking up on her energy, but there's something about you and Scorpio. Either you just came back from a vacation with a Scorpio just came back off a vacation, or you were on vacation with a Scorpio and now you're back to work. But there's also something about you being back to working with other people. You're not by yourself. You're trying to make things work. Check you out, Leo. Check you out, trying to be aware of what you say. You being aware, trying to be aware of what you say. Trying not to overstep boundaries or be rude or shrink people. Sometimes you say things and you shrink people, Leo. Your words cut deep. Trying not to do that. Actually doing really good. Should be proud of yourself. Being more conscious of what you say. More aware. There was something that just came through about moving things around, Leo. Moving things around. But they're still there. Like, okay. I'm gonna move this from one area to another, but it's still there. I'm not gonna actually look at it. I'm not actually gonna go through it. I'm actually gonna get rid of some things. You know, needing to declutter. Whether this is emotionally or physically. Some of you having a lot of things, a lot of nice things, a lot of things that you like, but also this also being emotional. You know. Okay, if I just deal with this person differently, if I just show up differently in this connection, then it'll be okay, then we'll be okay. That not being true. It's still ultimately having the same outcome. You low-key trying to pretty something up. You're not knowing that you thinking that you're empowered somehow going back into a connection. Ultimately, that connection doesn't work that way. It literally doesn't work that way. It doesn't function that way. You don't get to be empowered in that connection. That's why you left it where you left it. Duh. Are you going back? Thinking I'm stronger now? I can deal with this a little differently. I can talk to this person, or I can be cordial when I see you when I see you, or someone feeling this way, dealing with you, thinking that y'all can work it out again one more time. But the connection somehow being guaranteed to disempower you. When I said it, that's a 4 o'clock. Something about you being protected from this, but also you being really solid or stable in yourself. And so to go back into this connection will totally undo so much of the work that you've done. Anyway, I'm not going to channel too long. You know, I started channeling, I started ODing. Having on you getting back to your work, though. You're getting back to your spell work. For me, you're getting back to your work. You're not playing. You're doing your shadow work. You're lighting your candles. You're getting back to your rituals, taking your rituals seriously. Writing, journaling. Heavy on doing the shadow work, acknowledging your shadow, speaking to her. Some of you are a healer. You've been actively healing other people or taking care of other people somehow, that it's gotten away from you to focus on yourself. You went a little too long without checking in with self. You paid for it. Some of you trying to cover up things that people can see. You think people can't see them, but they can see them. It's better to be transparent about what it is that you're going through, the battles that you're up against. It being really hard for some of you. You're not knowing how much of how natural it's going to come to you once you start. Some of you already have started, you know, sharing, being transparent with who you are. That being healing for you, but somehow you stepped away from that. 555 on the clock. There's been some change somehow. You really facing opposition. You really facing a lot of what's the word? Opposition was one, but there was another word. It was on the tip of my tongue. I can't think of it. It is what it is. But you going through a lot right now. Not really expressing to anyone how hard it's been for you, doing it, taking it, you know, doing it with grace, letting no one see you sweat. Letting no one see you sweat. But that not being the case, you really being a wreck when it's all said and done, you really falling apart. People not knowing this about you, they could never. You really caring about keeping up appearances. You being wounded, you being bruised. You working through some shit. It being heavy for you. You need to talk about it. You need to talk about it because it's something about you not being able to hide. You being everywhere. People can see you everywhere. You being out in the open. You being called to be, you being looked at as a role model. Heavy on it being looked at as a role model. Being an influencer. Some of you have platforms. You're an influencer. So being looked at as a role model. Being looked at as a teacher. Being looked at as a healer. Having that responsibility. And so it's irresponsible, you know, to try to fake it or hide it, what you're going through, when people can see right through you. Something about the people that you're dealing with, being gifted to, being special to, or being like you, using the same tactics that you do, being able to see through it. You know, they know when your smile is fake. So if you're not okay, you have to say you're not okay. Because chances are, there's a lot of people around you somehow that are not okay too. I didn't want to do this with you. Anyway, let's pray. Holy Spirit, ancestors, God, and angels, spirit guides, spirit animals, soul, sky, universe, please allow me to tap in with my Leos, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node to see what's going on with them in the month of June. I don't know why I keep forgetting what month it is. I feel like you got a lot of freedom somehow, a lot of freedom over your life. You know, people have to worry about time in a way. You ain't got to worry about time, Leo. It's a fucking blessing. It's a blessing somehow. Time gets away from you. You can afford to let time get away from you somehow. It's a blessing. You remember when you used to have to count the hours? You don't count the hours anymore. You don't count the minutes. For some of you, this is not counting the hours and the minutes anymore when you're thinking about someone. Or, you know, it's been this long since I've spoken to them. It's been, it being so much freedom. I didn't even pull all of these, but... The star bathing card is out here. Light body, crystal grid, transmission, activation. I really just feel like when I was just hearing that a lot of you needing to work with your crystals at this time. Some of you have a lot of crystals that you don't work with. You keep them around, but you don't use them for what they're for how they can help you, for, you know, what their energy does. That being the first thing. But there's something about you being activated right now to go to the next level of what you're being called to do, you know. It being scary. Some of you have never put yourself out there before the way that you're being called to put yourself out there. Your mission being a lot greater than what you recognize. For some of you, are stepping into the next tier. You know, you did one level, you accomplished or you mastered one level of what you're doing. It's about to get a whole lot bigger. It's about to get a whole lot bigger. So it's your life. You're juggling a whole lot more. Protection. Star Brothers, Horus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, trust. There's something about doing a lot of protection work out here for the month of June. Crazy that this is popping out when I just did a protection candle. Feeling this energy out here. A lot of you are doing protection work, working with protective crystals. Or you're lighting your candles, lighting hella candles. Some of you lighting hella protection candles. Or you're needing to be. You're needing to be this month. There is energy. There's something about evil energy being sent your way. Not even that. We're doing it from a place of fearing, like our life is can get fucked up, or our life being fucked up, us being thrown off path is just. We're going to get that energy up off us. I feel you. You're annoying me. You're bothering me at this point. I'm going to remove you. You know? I'm going to put a protective bubble around what I love, what's mine. Weight of the world. Boundaries, let it go. It's not yours to carry. Because a lot of it is, right, putting up these protective boundaries, this energetic bubble of protection, doing your spell work to do this, because there's something about people seeing you, envying what you have, or not liking how you have, you know, how much you succeeded, or how much success you got, how much you've blown up, how much you've glowed up, you know, how well you're doing without them, or how well you're doing on your own, how free you are. Someone else not being as free as you, someone having their hands tied, them not being able to move the way that you do, you know, expecting you to feel bad for them. A lot of you are feeling bad for them, and so you try to show up for other people in ways that it's not your responsibility to show up for people. That shit needing to stop. But also people projecting certain shit onto you because they don't feel good enough, and, you know, they mad that you do, you know, they mad that you get up and you go get it, or you don't make any fucking excuses, or, you know, you caring a lot of you being a fucking perfectionist, and you caring a lot, and you going above and beyond, not just being who you are, people not liking you for it, that not being your problem, it's not yours to take on, someone else having to sit with why they don't have that type of drive within them. All odds being stacked up against you, and you still come out on top. You still go for it. You do not stop. Period. 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 Beauty ritual. Take care of yourself. Everyone, stay hydrated and fuck boy free. Drinking lots of water, drinking lots of water, and then the health checkup is here. A lot of you need to go make doctor visits this month. Check up with the doctor. You need to go make a doctor's appointment, Leo. It's time for you to go to the doctor. It's time for you to go to the doctor. Some of you have just had babies, needing to check up with the doctor after having a baby. Some of you just need to go to the gynecologist. Some of you need to go to the eye doctor. Some of you need to go to your regular physician. You know, you have to do all these things. It's been a while since you've done all these things. It's been a while since you've been to the dentist and the eye doctor. Just got a regular checkup. Been to the OB. You need to do all of this. Have you on the making these appointments? Some of you, there were things that you were experiencing or have been experiencing for a while. You've been letting it away from you, or you were experiencing while pregnant, and no one can do for you, could do anything for you, and now it's time for you to get that checked up now. Or there are things going on that you don't know. Or it's just been a really long time since you've been to the doctor. Drink more water. Drink more water. Go to the doctor and Start getting your nails done again. Start getting your hair done, or continue to do these things. These things are therapeutic for you. Makeup therapy being really therapeutic. I was really sad yesterday. I was really emotional. And my 3-year-old, she's 3 now, the Empress, she's getting so big. The Empress walked in and she was like, "Mommy, do my makeup." So I sat there and I did her makeup. Doing her makeup being really therapeutic. Being for you or someone else. Spending that time with someone you love. You know, me and my mother, we go get our nails done. That's our thing. Spending time with someone you love, being with your girls, going to do beautifying yourself, something about this, going to get your hair cut if you're masculine, you know, going to get a pedicure if you're masculine, whatever feels good, you can get manicures, pedicures too, you liking to do that, masculine Leos liking to do that, it being important to take care of yourself, you liking to look good and feel good, whether you're feminine or masculine, and then chanting is out here, but they're on a yoga mat, you need to do some yoga, it being time, I have been meaning to do yoga for like the last, I don't know, week and a half, I guess. I don't know, week. I don't know. Dancing being another one. There being a lot of womb healing needing to be done. Your womb, you need to heal your womb, Leo. Clear your energy field. Get some frankincense on the burner. Burn your sage. Throw things out. Open your windows. Clean. Write your altars down. Breathe intentionally. Take really good care of yourself. Do what the fuck you want this month. I really feel like you have to do what the fuck you want this month. You've been worrying too much. You've been worrying. The worrying has to stop, Leo. Strategy. Develop a strategy. The strategy, I just feel like the strategy is to let go. Stop trying to micromanage. She's right. But let go and just do. Also, there's something about you keep trying to develop a strategy on how to come together with someone that it hasn't been working with, that you've fallen out somehow with. The strategy is to let go. Honor the broken heart and let go. You know, someone is stuck somewhere that you're not stuck. Or you try, and this could be just emotional, you try to connect with somebody and you have potential to grow with them, but then they're stuck somewhere emotionally that you're not stuck, and it need not be your fucking problem. Move on. I know you love this person, but move on. You have to move on. For some of you, you were trying to figure out how you can connect with somebody who you're broken hearted over, and you can't. You have to move forward. That's just what it is. But a lot of you, that overall for the month of June, there needing to be a new strategy of letting go, releasing, surrendering. Something about this. You being so stuck somehow. Also there being fights. There being fights this eclipse season with your family, but a lot of you needing to say I'm sorry. Need to learn how to say I'm sorry. Even when you feel like somebody else is wrong, them being wrong, that being true, multiple truths existing, you being wrong too, saying I'm sorry for what you done, for your part, how you show up. A lot of throat chakra healing needing to be done at this time. You know, something about you taking it too far and getting away from you. The point that what started or what you were right about, you totally getting away from you, or it doesn't matter anymore because you really jump out the box, not doing this anymore. Or if you've done this, learning to apologize. Somebody else apologizes to you and you don't apologize, or they're being a masculine. You apologize to someone. You showed up. You took accountability on your end, and someone else is not taking accountability on their end. That not being your problem, or someone else is taking accountability and you're not. And you're not saying I'm sorry. That's the issue. You're the issue. You're the problem. You know? I'm gonna get out of here in like a minute and a half. Yeah. Karma. There's something about karma. Karma's gonna play out this month. There's something about a lot of the unknown things not being said to you. You having to move on with certain emotions without knowing the truth. Having to guess. You know, you getting karma for that because you move on with grace, because you honor that. Adjustments are required. Flew out at me. Right, you need to, something about needing to take a look at yourself. What do you need to release? Some of you need to move on from someone for sure that you keep trying to reconcile with, but it being only one-sided, you know? Someone's unresponsive. They don't want to fuck with you that way. You know, some of you are jeopardizing other good connections or family connections because you're trying to connect with someone else, or you're not appreciating what you do have. Some of you need to, adjustments are required about how you show up. There being some emotional things for you to release. You need to do your shadow work. Not forgetting to do your shadow work. You being super emotional, you need to be aware of that so that you think before you speak. Where you were really emotional, knowing when you're really emotional in a response, and it being too much. It being too much for you, it being too much for you, for someone else, or you showing up, you doing too much, needing to know when you have to apologize, when you have to come back, you know. I'm going to get out of here for part 2. We're going to take it over to Patreon for part 2 in a minute, and we're going to see who's mirroring you this month. Yeah, shadow work, shadow work, shadow work. Do the shadow work this month. It's necessary. Be really honest with yourself. For some of you, you do things because you want to be noticed in a certain way, because you want to be seen in a certain light. That needs to stop. You being a people pleaser when it's all said and done, you know. Not giving a fuck. Do what you want this month. It's something about doing what you want. Doing what you want. Releasing any expectations, or someone releasing expectations of you, of connecting with you, you know. You being really delusional if you think that something is going to work or someone's going to change. You need to accept someone for who they are. Making peace with this. Being strong. Your energy coming out. Ooh, I pulled one card for Tower. Your energy coming out. Strength card. With the Death card. Didn't I say you were dealing with a Scorpio for some of you? But some of you, man, you're completely transforming. You know, some of you, there is an ending, completely ending. Something ending with an Emperor, ending with a controlling energy. You're transforming your relationship with a masculine energy, with an Emperor, with an Aries, or it's over. It's over. You know, it needs to be over. Someone is still watching you. Someone's still watching you. You pretending that it's over too. You fronting like it's over, but still watching someone. You acting like it's over, or someone acting like it's over, but they're still watching you, or you're watching. It's a standoff between the two of you. It being really stupid. If you love someone, say you love them. If you love someone, say I'm sorry. You know, start over, have a new beginning. Because ultimately you having feelings that you're hiding, hidden feelings on both ends. The two of y'all being at a standoff somehow, and not being worth it. Life is short. Too much time gets away from you. Connect with the people that you love. Apologize and move on. Something about this, Leo. I'm gonna get up out of here. We're gonna see. I guess we're gonna get more up into this energy between you and this Emperor. Is probably gonna come out to see who's mirroring you for the month of June. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. Everything you need to know about me is in the description box below. Check out the link tree to subscribe to my Patreon. Follow me on IG. Book a personal reading with me. If you feel called to leave me a donation, it'd be greatly appreciated. Check out my music and my spiritual shop. Everything is in the link tree below. I love you. It's your girl, Mercy, the Big Body Pants. Runs her down the Big Body High Priestess. Somebody come see this. Peace.